Weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Oleksandr Usyk, 6'3" and 198-centimeter reach. And they'll be facing James Buster Douglas, 192 centimeters. Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. Buster Douglas, the fighter you can never look past. Just ask Mike Tyson.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, here is an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing James Buster Douglas.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Big whiff with the right hook. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Swing and a miss with the left hook. I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Nice defense with that jab. Just misses with that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
And there's the bell for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Couldn't get out of the way of that uppercut. Do you believe what we're seeing? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Which fighter will say no mas? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Into it. Great one. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
So that was a fight that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, it just really befuddles your opponent, because when they think they're out of range, bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of a jab, it takes and befuddles the fighter.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the straight left. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Tough to be a judge in this fight, and both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Just misses right uppercut. Stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Right uppercut just off target. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Holding nothing back here in the round. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Come on, you're better than that. Get your mind back, get your focus back.
This is the beginning of round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those punch areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nice counter shot. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Is he going to punch himself out, though? A very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Will the referee step in? And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And down goes Douglas. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back.
And there's the bell for round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighters. What desire, but at what cost? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They stop the hook there. Whoa, wait a minute! Stumbling around in potholes. Looks like they've shaken it off. Hold that thought! Oh my! That's a game changer! This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Steve, what are you doing? You've switched off completely. I need to focus. Nice out.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
He threw a punch and just got countered. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
The straight right just misses. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Where was the defense. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in best. And we enter the ninth. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run. Whoa, wait a minute. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. He's back on it.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That counter punch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right.
And there's the bell for round 10. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They got out of the way of that right hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Buster goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.